잠깐 한 5분 정도만. 제가 지금 부장님 들어가. 네, 마이크 지금 다 녹화되고 있습니다. 이거 여기서 되고 있거든요. 네네.
네, 반갑습니다. 진주시장조규일시장입니다. 오늘 참가하신 모든 분들께 감사의 말씀을 드리겠습니다. 최근에 이제 모든 세계 사회가 그렇습니다. 인공지능이 나오고 챗GPT가 나오고 메타버스가 나오고 이런 4차 이 산업혁명의 그 과정 속에서 경기 침체의 공포도 동시에 오고 있다고 느끼고 있습니다. 이런 시대에 새로운 시대 정신이 필요하다. 그리고 그 시대 정신을 통해서 새로운 도약 그리고 인류의 이 행복이 담보될 수 있는 그런 이 시대 정신이 필요하다라는 공감대도 형성이 되어 있다고 봅니다. 이런 관점에서 오늘 대한민국 기업가정신 수도 진주라는 주제로 말씀을 드리겠습니다. 우리 진주에서 이러한 운동이 시작이 되면서 2018년 7월 10일 한국경영학회에서 진주를 대한민국 기업가정신의 수도 이렇게 선포를 해줬기 때문에 가능합니다. 이렇게 선포를 한 두 가지의 요소가 있습니다. 한국경영학회에서는 첫째, 우리 진주 지역이 삼성, LG주에서 효성 창업자들이 함께 이곳 진주의 지수 초등학교 중심으로 교류를 내놓았다는 점. 그리고 두 번째는 이러한 이 창업자들이 결국 사업적으로 성공을 할 수 있었던 것은 이 서구의 기업가 정신은 정신을 수용하는 것은 물론이고 우리 지역에서 개선 발전된 문화 정신적 가치가 있었다. 그것을 남명 조직의 실천 유학의 정신에서 찾고 있었습니다. 일반적으로 이 기업가 정신이라고 이야기를 할 경우에는 조셉 슈페터의 창조적 파괴를 많이 떠올리게 됩니다. 그 개념에는 기회의 도착이라든지 개척 정신, 도전 정신, 위험 감수, 창조 정신 이런 것들이 주된 정신으로 많이 구성이 되죠. 그렇지만은 이 진주의 기업가 정신은 이런 서구의 일반적인 기업가 정신 이외에도 플러스 알파가 있다라고 한국경영학회에서는 봅니다. 그것이 문국 예민이고 사업 공급이고 인재 양성, 사회적 책임 이렇게 보고 있는데 이런 것들이 남명 조직의 경위 사상 그리고 실천 유학에서 출발이 될 것이다. 라는 점정적인 결론을 보고 있습니다. 그리고 이런 플러스 알파의 정신을 두 가지로 요약을 한다면 첫째는 인간에 대한 존중 그리고 공동체 가치에 대한 중시 이렇게 말씀드릴 수가 있습니다. 이 그림이 결국은 남명 조직으로부터 4대 창업주 기업가 정신으로 이어지는 그 맥락을 설명을 하고 있는데요. 남명의 경위 사상이 결국 이 지역에서 몇몇이 400년, 500년을 이어오다가 이 지신정, 허준 이분이 진주 지수면의 승산마을에 계셨는데 이분의 부자 정신으로 기생되고 이러한 두 사람의 정신이 결국은 4대 창업주의 기업가 정신을 낳게 됐다는 것이죠. 그러면 대한민국 전체가 사실은 유교 정신의 어떤 영향력이 있는 곳입니다. 그러면 진주만 이렇게 독특하게 실천 유학이 좀 더 이렇게 많이 영향을 미칠 것이다. 이렇게 말을 할 수 있겠는가라는 의심이 들 수가 있습니다. 그런데 이 내부 진주제일에서 출발한 기업가 내부는 모두 유학자 집안의 자손이고 또 부잣집의 자손입니다. 100년 전에 산업공상의 계급적 구분이 뚜렷한 시절에 부자 유학자 집안에서 이렇게 장사를 시작하겠다고 하는 것은 굉장히 어려운 결단입니다. 그럼에도 불구하고 그 정치인들이 그 내용을 허락을 해준 것은 말하자면은 장사를 통해서 돈을 벌어라라는 것이 최종 목표가 아니고 장사를 통해서 돈을 벌 때 그것은 수단이고 궁극적인 목적은 나라를 위해서, 백성을 위해서 그리고 이 많은 사회적으로 좋은 일을 하기 위해서 상업을 실행하라라는 취지로 생각을 했던 거라고 생각이 되어집니다. 반면에 다른 지역에서는 이 처음부터 경영 윤리를 그런 무국의 사업 공국이라는 가치를 포함을 시켜서 출발한 기업은 우리나라에서 잘 보이지는 않습니다. 2018년 이후 우리 진주시에서는 하나의 책무가 생겼습니다. 그래서 대한민국 기업가 정신의 수도를 앞으로 잘 이렇게 개선 발전시키기 위해서 첫째 우리 진주 지수면에 있던 지수초등학교 당시에 개교가 되었었는데 그 학교를 진주K기업가정신 센터 그리고 전시관으로 이렇게 리모델링을 해줬습니다. 그리고 마을에 생산의 부자 학원이라고 이 방문객들이 머물 수 있는 그런 이 한옥스테이로 만들고요. 또 15개 전국적인 기관과 협력 네트워크로 구축을 했습니다. 그리고 이 대단히 주목할 만한 일은 세계 중소기업 협의회 회장으로 계시는 아이만 타라비시라는 분이 이 2번 정도 진주를 방문을 했고요. 그 방문을 한 결과 6개월 동안 연구를 해서 한국 기업가 정신의 원류라는 논문을 쓰게 됩니다. 여기에서 이 타라비시 교수께서 결론을 지으신 것은 역시 네 분의 창가들이 그 지역의 남명 조직의 실천 유학의 정신에서 영향을 받아서 기업을 일으킨 것이고 그 기업이 농국계의 사업 보국의 윤리를 가지고 지금까지 잘 경영을 하고 있다 그런 취지였습니다. 이런 이 분위기 속에 저도 6월 27일 UN 본부에서 진주K기업가정신을 주제로 해서 연설을 할 기회가 있었습니다. 그리고 미국 조지 워싱턴 대학에서 강의도 했었고요. 지난 7월 9일부터 11일까지 개최된 K기업가정신 진주국제 토론에서 이 진주 선언을 했고 새로운 시대가 지어서 진주K기업가정신을 앞으로 발전시키자라는 상호 간의 합의를 이뤘다고 말씀드릴 수가 있습니다. 이때 약 한 3일 동안 천여 명의 이 관객들이 참여했고요. 특히 외국인들 140명 정도가 와서 계속 이 포럼에 참여를 했다고 말씀드리겠습니다. 그리고 그 다음날 7월 11일 날에는 조선일보에 탑 기사로 이렇게 나왔습니다. 향후 우리 진주시의 과제고 또 진주K기업가정신에 동의하는 분들이 헤쳐나갈 일들입니다. 첫째는 대한민국 기업가정신 통역 역사관을 건립을 해서 과거의 그런 어떤 선대들의 훌륭한 정신을 미래적인 개선을 하는 그런 정초기지로 삼고자 합니다. 그리고 기업가정신을 교육을 확장을 해서 기업가뿐만 아니라 초중고 대학생들까지 교육을 하고 향후에는 정규 교육과정이 편성될 수 있도록 노력합니다. 말씀드리겠습니다. 이상 간단하게 기업가정신에 관한 말씀을 드렸고요. 앞으로 이 많은 이 세계적인 도전이 있습니다. 기후 변화도 있고 또 빈곤의 문제도 있고 또 그다음에는 이 IT 산업혁명에 따른 일자리 감소 뭐 이런 것들이 지면도 있는데 진주 K기업가정신으로서 이런 위기들을 뚫고 가는 그런 기기가 되길 바라겠습니다.
수고하셨습니다. 예.
영어로.
Yeah. Actually, today we are going to open the first Jinju Korean Entrepreneurship Forum. We are going to start the mayor's speech from the 7:30. So that I will introduce the international delegation to everybody. Please have the breakfast. 제가 우리 외국에서 온 사람들 좀 소개시키겠습니다. 예. Okay, good morning. Good afternoon. Greetings from Korea. So here, so many international delegates from all over the world, from Brazil, from China, from Indonesia, from Italy, from France, yeah. So from Germany. So then actually the 다토 합사, 인도네시아 등기청장을 다시 보겠습니다. Hello, Dato Hafsa, are you there? Okay, so then from China, the Jack Yao, he is a representative of ISO International Organization. So then I will give a chance to introduce yourself and say the hello to the member of the Korean Entrepreneurship Forum. Jack Yao, nice to meet you.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Good morning. 안녕하세요. And my name is Jack Yao, and I'm from China. But now I also work for International Organization for Standardization. And in the end of this February, ISO established a new technical committee. The title is ISO TC 342. Is responsible for the development of international standardization on the management consultancy. So we find the entrepreneurship is very important for all over the world. And now the South Korea is also the participating member in this committee. So we hope in the future we can collaborate with the colleagues from the South Korea and some other countries to collaborate to promote the international standardization on the management consultancy. And I would like to forward my congratulations for today's conference. So thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Jack Yao. Okay, then from the Brazil, Henrique, what time is it here? There.
Here is 7 p.m. before.
Okay, sorry. Okay, then the 1 minute to introduce for yourself.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Everybody that's participating in Korea and key entrepreneurship opportunity for this forum. My name is Enrique Mariano. I am from Brazil. I lived 2 years in Buenos Aires in Argentina, 1 year in Lima and Peru, and I connected all Latin American. I am leader of one group of Transform Latin, one group with more than 1,000 members in different parts of Latin America, including Mexico, Peru, Argentina, Brazil, and other parts of this region of Latin America. It's a great opportunity to talk more about Latin American, and if any kind of you have any kind of need for Latin American, I'm very open to support, to get informations and any kind of content that you need to make this improve all this environment. Another part, I am a founder of a group named, a company named create insights to focus on make better collaboration between human, between the people connecting of the artificial intelligence like ChatGPT or the generative artificial intelligence, and including with the data. It's a great opportunity to talk to everybody. Thanks for this opportunity and congratulations for this great event. Thank you.
Okay, great, thank you. Actually, the next year we are going to have the international forum in Korea. So all of you to attend today are going to come and enjoy the capital of Korean entrepreneurship in Korea. So next, Dr. Pauline Ho, long time no see. So from the Malaysia. So she is the dean of Curtin University, who is very interested in entrepreneurship. So Dr. Ho, Dean Ho, could you introduce yourself and say hello to everybody?
Yes, hello, hi, everybody. It's really nice to see you again, Professor Keaton.
Okay.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all the friends out there. Can you hear me clearly?
Okay, great. Then
and I'm from Miri, a beautiful city in Sarawak, in Malaysia. I'm currently the Dean of Faculty of Business in Curtin University in Malaysia. I'm delighted to connect with all the friends from Korea, as well as from the other parts of the world. In Faculty of Business, we focus on driving SDG number 8, that is decent work and economic growth. And we drive the entrepreneurship to provide employment, decent work in order to propel the economic growth. Indeed, we are dealing with Gen Z students, and this generation is very entrepreneurial minded. And we want to bring these entrepreneurial educations to this group of people. And I look forward to forge collaborations with ICSB as well as with any other organizations. Thank you very much.
okay, thank you very much, Dr. Pauline Ho. So someday or next year or the next month or so you can have the similar conference, similar forum in your place. Then all of us can visit your place to can enjoy the Malaysian entrepreneurship and the Korean entrepreneurship there together.
Certainly. I look forward to that, Prof. Keaton.
Okay, thank you. Actually, the Vincent Sergeant, are you there? Oh, nice to see you again here.
Yes. Good morning. Good morning.
Here, okay. Good morning. Yeah. Good evening. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, say some congratulatory speech to everybody.
Greetings, everyone. I'm pleased to have the opportunity to speak with this august group on Korean entrepreneurship. We were fortunate to have the leadership of Dr. Ki-Sean Kim as chair of ICSB, along with the mayor of Jinju City and his team, to really focus on what is entrepreneurship and why it means so much. One of the things that we see as a testament to entrepreneurship is that it is in the investment in the human person, in the person itself, right? Typically, when we think of wealth, or as the world think of wealth, they think of what we call mineral resources. But in the Korean context, what is interesting is that you can have entrepreneurship, that it's an investment in people. It's in the human capital that's so important, because if you have mineral resources without human investment, without the investment in the person, then it is not going to be effective. And so that's why I enjoy seeing the success stories and seeing the examples that is shown, that at the center is the human. And that's why humane entrepreneurship plays such an important role, because for us to develop, to make sure that entrepreneurship is good for humanity, we need to make sure that the human is at the center in terms of what we do. But also that means that we need to empower the human. And so the 10 principles with regard to humane entrepreneurship is real, and it should be spread abroad. And so I'm just so pleased to see so many of our friends from around the globe on this call, because what we want to stress is that humane entrepreneurship, investing in the human being, is at the core of what we need to do going forward. And Korean entrepreneurship is a testament to that. And so I just want to thank you for the opportunity to speak, and look forward to hearing a fruitful discussion. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sergeant. Because so many friends from many countries, for example, the Professor Caro, who is visiting to Seoul National University, actually Professor Caro from Estonia, right? Yeah. So then we are learning short on time. So then we are going to start the Korean Entrepreneurship Forum first, and then at the end of the presentation, I will give everyone 1 minute for discussion. So then Ayman Tarabisi, actually you are going to support the congratulatory speech, and then the Ambassador Ojun is going to give the congratulatory speech. So then I am going to invite to Ayman Tarabisi and the Ambassador Ojun for congratulatory speech, and we are going to have the 40 minutes presentation from Mayor of Jinju City, where is the capital mecca of Korean entrepreneurs. 먼저 하시겠습니다, 시장님. Okay, then so the Ambassador Ojun. Actually, I'm going to invite the Ambassador Ojun for congratulatory speech. Please give a big round of applause. Thank you very much. 약간 앞에 가서 하시겠습니다. 마이크 있습니다. 네, 여기 있습니다. 나가서 네 하십니다. 네. 네.
Good morning, everyone. Believe or not, we are gathered here at 7 a.m. Korea time. I'm sure all of you in the world are at different time zones. And thank you very much for being here. And I'd like to thank the host of this event, Professor Hee-Chang Kim, and also the speaker this morning, Mayor Kyu-il-jo of Jinju City, and all other participants for being here at this early hour at least in Korea. Last July, as you recall, we had a very successful and productive international conference on Korean entrepreneurship in Jinju City, Korea, in collaboration with the International Council of Small Business, ICSB. In that context, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank again Ayman Tarabisi and Winslow Sargent for invaluable role in realizing this significant conference. The Oxford English Dictionary defines entrepreneurship as the activity of making money by studying or running businesses, especially when this involves taking financial risks. Entrepreneurs might have been found anywhere in the world where there are more economic activities and markets. But with ocean-going merchants and the Industrial Revolution, Europe and America were more advanced in modern entrepreneurship in the world. In Asia, Japan was the first country that opened doors to the West and started industrialization. By the 1970s, Japan's industrial capability came to be noticed by the whole world. And when the four Asian tigers, including South Korea, emerged as new economic powers, analysts started to point to the role of Confucianism in East Asian countries' newly rising entrepreneurship. Like the Christian work ethic theory in the West, studies have suggested that Confucian culture has been of great help with its emphasis on hard work, respect for relationships, and social responsibility. Now, the Jinju Conference has narrowed down this narrative to focus on Korea. Among the four tigers, South Korea's industrialization has been more comprehensive and technology-oriented than others. South Korea is also rising as a soft power with its cultural prowess. Considering such uniqueness, a serious discussion was ignited by the Jinju Conference on how Korean Confucianism, rooted in Jinju, has affected South Korea's industrialization and entrepreneurship in modern times. This morning, we have the most authoritative speaker on this topic, none other than Mayor Kyu-il-jo of Jinju City. Right before the conference in July, the mayor, Professor Tarbash, Professor Ki-chang Kim, and myself jointly wrote an article titled "The Origin of Korean Entrepreneurship." I believe this article has provided an excellent starting point for many more studies to come on Korean entrepreneurship. And I'm sure you will understand why I think so when you listen to Mayor Jo's speech this morning. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah. So next, Ivan Karovich. Okay, then Ivan, so are you there? Okay. So please give your warm-hearted congratulatory speech to everybody.
Yes, greetings everyone, and good morning to all of you. Ambassador Ojun at 7 a.m. in the morning. It is way too early for you all to be there, but for us it's perfect time because it's 6 p.m. in the evening in Washington, D.C. So we're very happy with the timing of the conference here. We recommend you to continue these conferences at this time moving forward. But with that, I see a lot of wonderful people here. I know Pauline, Eric, Winslow, Enrique. What I say here is the ICSB family is all here. So a warm, heartfelt congratulations to everyone, and in particular to those from around the world. This is what I call the ICSB global family. But in particular, I want to first thank and recognize the chair of the International Council for Small Business, Professor Ki-chang Kim, for hosting this event and for organizing this event. Your efforts and leadership are global and well recognized. And also, of course, I would like to recognize and applaud and thank the continuous support of Ambassador Ojun for all his efforts since 2016 with ICSB, and it continues today. So a couple more years, we can say that it's been a decade of support from Ambassador Ojun to ICSB with all the initiatives that we're doing. And last but not least, I want to recognize my dear friend and colleague and partner that put all this together. And this was just an idea. And without his leadership and support and dedication, we wouldn't be here. So I would like to recognize the mayor of Jinju City, Mr. Kyu-il-jo, for all the effort and support he has done for ICSB and especially for this important topic, which is entrepreneurship. You wonder, why is this important? Why are we talking about Korean entrepreneurship, or why are we talking about Confucianism or Western or Eastern? And if you look around carefully at what's going around the world, there are more conflicts and more issues that are happening more than ever. And as the world is burning in conflict and problems, what can bring the world together is entrepreneurship, in the sake of development, in the sake of trade, in the sake of making people's lives better under the Sustainable Development Goals. And as we mentioned when we did our forum in Jinju City, and in particular in the speech I gave based on the article that Ambassador June mentioned, The Origin of Korean Entrepreneurship, I made a very clear point, and I think Dr. Winslow also alluded to it. Entrepreneurship is moving more toward the human element, the human-centered element. Why are we engaged in business if not for the sole purpose of improving lives and people? It does not mean that we forego profits and margins and so forth. What it means is that we can bring both together, both raising the level of humanity and wellness and happiness for everybody, but at the same time have a system in which a lot of people can gain from it, can gain access to new products and services and technologies. So for us, the way we see this happening is not new. This is something that has been researched and done for centuries. And it used to be coming from the East, which is under the Eastern entrepreneurship mentality, in which it was all centered around the human interaction, the long-term human interaction. So what we'll be discussing today here is very clear. As we move forward and the future moves us forward, we're also looking at the history of how we got to here, and we can use this history to make it better. So for me, with the presentations done here, Korean entrepreneurship is a calling to make sure that we do not forget humanity. And if a society like Korea that comes from devastation and having nothing to being one of the leading countries in the world, it's an example of success and leadership. So I want to congratulate you all for this. I look forward to more dialogue with all of you. We have some exciting things happening. And more importantly, as we move forward here, I want to recognize and remind you all that the ICSB World Congress, the 68th World Congress, will happen in Berlin, Germany on July 3rd to the 5th. So we look forward to having you all in Germany in 2024 in July, and to continue this dialogue. And I know that Kishan and Ambassador Rojun and Mayor Kyola Il-jo will be present with us in Berlin as we discuss this important topics. So again, thank you. Kishan, I give you back the floor.
Okay, thank you very much, Ayman Parviz. So please give a big round of applause. Thank you. Okay, so many friends from the Salerno University in Italy, Dato Hafsa, who was the president of Malaysia Chungkichengdang from Malaysia, Professor Byun from Ewha Women's University, Banawati Talim from the Catholic University of Indonesia, Kondro from Indonesian University Dean. So many friends, Mona, okay, the Park Hyung-jin, who is a professor of Tennessee University in the United States, so many. Okay. So then because of we are running short on time, so then we are going to start the main keynote speech from Mayor of Jinju City, Jo Yo-il. So then after his presentation, we are going to have some more time for discussion. Actually, I am going to give everyone some minutes for your discussion. Then please give a big round of applause for welcoming. Thank you very much for your time from Jinju. It takes so many hours, so many days. So thank you very much. Yeah.
I am Jo Gyu-il, Mayor of Jinju, South Korea, and it's my great pleasure to deliver a speech on JinjuK entrepreneurship. This morning is somewhat early, and it's a great pleasure for me to take breakfast at the Salon Town this morning. And I would like to extend my deepest appreciation to everyone, including Your Excellency Jun Oh and Professor Parviz on the online, and also President Winslow Sargent. And especially thanks to Professor Kishan Kim for his excellent endeavor for preparing all of this morning's forum. And now I start my presentation. you see the first page, the landscape. This is the landscape of the Jinju's Lantern Theme Park. This is opened last year, and the upside is the Lantern Festival's landscape. This Lantern Festival is holding right now and until to the 22nd of October, and you have a chance to visit Jinju. Okay, the Republic of Korea has achieved a successful in economic growth over the last 70 years, and people say this is a remarkable economic development, and it has been possible through the effort of the government and the people, and also the growth of the business. And you see the main engine is the K-entrepreneurship for the growth and innovation of Korean economy. And this process, K-entrepreneurship has served the driving force for the Korean economic growth. When you think of the entrepreneurship, we are immediately think of the concept of a creative disruption of Joseph Anwar Schumpeter, and his entrepreneurship contained the spirit of indomitable challenge spirit and grabbing opportunities, embracing risk, and pioneer new field. Many Western scholars had studied about the entrepreneurship, and there has been few differences between the research among scholars, and such as Richard Conklin and Adam Smith, von Thunen and Joseph Schumpeter and Peter Drucker. And Jinju entrepreneurship means the collective values pursued by the founders of world-class companies from Jinju, like Samsung, LG, GS, Hyosung. And this spirit not only embrace the outside spirit, that is to say Western entrepreneurs principles, but also other distinctive values plus alpha. And these special values include a strong sense of patriotism and the love of the people, and the humanistic human resources management, and the social responsible corporate profit management. In a sense, Jinju K-entrepreneurship is the principle of respecting humanity and valuing the community. To comprehend Jinju K-entrepreneurship, one must begin by understanding the city of Jinju in South Korea, because there is a lot of person from the outside of Korea. You see the location of the Jinju in this presentation. This is the South Korea, and Jinju belongs to Gyeongsang province. This the color is pink, and the Jinju is far from the Seoul. It takes 4 hours from Seoul and 2 hours from Busan. And this is an introduction of the Jinju city. Jinju has a 350,000 population, and the size of the area is a little bit bigger than the Seoul and a little bit smaller than Busan. And we have 5 universities, and 22% of the population is a student. That means Jinju is almost the hub of education in Gyeongsang province. And we have core industries like aerospace and the ceramic industries, silk, and agriculture, especially in fresh agriculture product export. The city's strength lies in its 103 years culture and art, and there are a lot of abundant culture and artistic assets. And the Jinju is also UNESCO creative city in the domain of folk art and crafts. There are plenty of things to enjoy and explore in Jinju, and Jinju is well known as the World Festival City, like Gyecheon Art Festival, which is started from the 1949, and also I have once mentioned the Jinju Namgang Yudong Festival, Lantern Festival. It's a big festival, and almost all of the Korean knows the two festivals. I suggest you to find a chance to visit Jinju City in some time. Jinju has earned the title of a child-friendly city also, and with its abundant fresh water resources and disaster-free, rich human resources, this place is very good for a businessman to do business, to start business. The city is comprised of the central city district and the other 15 lower level of administrative areas. That is 15 administrative lower level. And today I would like to draw your attention to this pink area, which is called the Jisoo-myeon, because Jisoo-myeon has the Jisoo Elementary Schools, and this is located in the Seonsang village. And this is the today's highlight of areas, because 4 founders of the big groups were getting together at the place. Jinju Seonsang village in Jisoo-myeon is well known as its prosperity, and this Seonsang village is wealthy village with 600-year history, and they have a very strong bond. There are 2 strong clans. The first one is a Ho clan, next one is a Ku clan. 2 clans get married each other, and they continue the tie with in-law relatives. And in case of the Ho clans, they have 500 years history, and the Ku clan has 310 years of history. And you see the 4 famous people. The first one is Lee Byung-chul Samsung, and the next one is Woo In-bae of the LG company, and the third one is Hwang Man-jung of GS company, and the last one is Jo Bong-jae of Hyosung. There is no parallel in the history of the business world, because 4 big major global groups founder come from just one place. This is like a miracle, and this with this symbolic meaning, the Korean Academic Society of Business Administration, which is called Katsbak, designed Jinju as the capital of entrepreneurship on July 10th, 2018. And they have 2 elements to designate Jinju as that title. The one is Nammyeongjo 6 philosophy, and the second one is 4 big business leaders. Katsba think this is not only due to the geographical and cultural factors. This is not a coincidence. but also because of this unique spiritual values rooted in Eastern philosophy, particularly so-called Confucianism of the Nam-myoho-jo-6. Kutzba regarded that the roots were generated by the pioneer of Korean practical Confucianism. It's a Nam-myoho-jo-6 philosophy, I told you, and his philosophy is named Kyung-i spirit in 16th centuries. It contributed to the birth of the greatest founder of the Asian countries from this Sungsan village. This is a geographical map, and the color part is called both Gyeongsang province. In 16th centuries, Joseon in dynasty of Joseon, this Gyeongsang province was divided in two parts. One is the eastern part, the other part is the western part. And in eastern part, Andong city is the leader in the central city of the eastern part, and the Jinju is for the western part. And in eastern Gyeongsang province, Li Huang worked at the Andong for his academy, and in case of the western part, Nam-myoho-jo-6 in Jinju, he did his jobs in Jinju. There were two prominent Confucian scholars of the Joseon dynasty. The one person is Li Huang, and the other person is Nam-myoho-jo-6. And the comments between two is they all try to implement royal politics through the integration of scholars. They respected the king systems, and through the king systems, they believe the Joseon dynasty will be richer and the people can be happier. But there is some differences between two scholars. The first one is in case of Nam-myoho-jo-6, he do the implement of loyal politics, but also he also worked on the improvement of people's lives. And in case of Li Huang, he is the mainstream of the Confucian school at that time. He is the top of the scholars in Joseon dynasty because he made the unique and very sophisticated principle of Confucianism in Joseon dynasty. He is the #1 person in Joseon dynasty, I believe. And in other point, Nam-myoho-jo-6, he is not on the mainstream schools. He is doing the same thing, but he also doing the practical studies like on astronomy and geography, mathematics, also and medicine, everything in the military tactics. Everything he want to try to study, and that kind of a study was just a little bit disregarded at that time because it's a minor scholar. And also in case of Li Huang, he emphasized on the Kyung. Kyung means the self-reflection for the people. If one person is succeeded in the reflection of himself, that means he can do everything. They believe so. But in case of Nam-myoho, it's somewhat different. He also agreed the importance of the reflection, but he observed to do something via the practice. And this is the domain of the study. The nature of the universe and morality is that taking Huang, and pragmatism and practice is for the Nam-myoho-jo-6. Namyeon Joshik lived his entire life as a scholar, refusing offer of the public office despite of king's request. Nevertheless, he expressed his concern for the country and his love for the people in his publication, Sang So, and which was an official letter to the king. And his spirit of practice is categorized in three parts. The first one is the action for people, and he pursuing he want to do something actual rather than pursuing official position. He presented some letters to king, which is called the Ulmyo-sajik. So in these letters, he criticized the kingdom and the injustice of the society. And the second one is he nurtured his disciples. The way of the education is the self-directed learning. He has 140 disciples for independent thinking and action. And the last one is improving lives of the people in a practical study. I already told you the astronomy, geography, medical tactics, mathematics, and medicine. There are representative phrase which express the Joshik's view of learning, including pragmatism and ethics. The first one is there is a phrase which says, "Come out of the book and jump into the reality." And this the phrase, the source of the phrase is Namyeon-ji, the record of the Joshik's life, written by Jung. This is some wrong written. Jung In-hong. Jung In-hong is disciple of Namyeon Joshik, and this is the spirit of activism, not just stand by with a book, but you have to review the society, and you have to study to do something for the lives of the people. The second phrase is like this: while not knowing the way to sprinkle water on the yard and sweep with the broom, one can only speak of the law of nature with their lips. The source of this phrase is Namyeon-ji. This is the reply letter to the Taegyeopang's letter. And this is the symbol of pragmatism and the spirit of love for the people. And third one is like this: this is of no use to merely watch the treasure in the market. It is better to weave clothes and to sell it in the market, and then buy fish. The source of this phrase is Namyeon the record of Namyeon, the saying and doing. This is also the symbol of the pragmatism, pursuing the genuine market business opportunity. Fourth one is Ki-chan Kim. He knows very well because he visited this place. And the place is the pavilion, which is called the Daeryongjang in Hapcheon, nearby Jinju. It is written on the pillar of Daeryongjang: "Don't move, and when you are ready, you turn like a dragon. Keep the silence like a deep water, and only when you are prepared, make a thunderous sound." That means you have wait the opportunity and make the exploitation and the cultivation of ability. When you are ready, you can do anything. But if you are not ready, don't move. This means I believe this is just like
It's a time to give a
Because you make a big hand because you know this phrase very well.
I like it very much.
Yeah, and also Professor Tarvishi, Ayman Tarvishi, he knows this phrase very well, and he used this phrase in his article written this year's. The last one is every household has a ruler. Ruler means the sticks to catch the size. Every household has a ruler. Some create a royal throne for a king, while others struggle to make even a pair of socks. The source of the phrase is Nammyeongji, the letter to Kim Woo-hong. Kim Woo-hong is also one of his disciples, the first student of Nammyeongji, and this is also innovative spirit, talent cultivation. The historical significance of the Nammyeongji principle of Gyeonggi. This is, some people think that this is the origin of the K entrepreneurship, but I don't want to say that everyone agree to this conclusion. But anyway, there are some people, and more people get agree to this conclusion. And Nammyeongji's disciples uprise righteous army against the Japanese invasion in 1592, and you know the Battle of the Jinju. That means the victory of war in Indian Iran, and this through this victory of combat, we can protect the Jinju and also Honam and also whole of the Joseon dynasty. And then his disciple was almost eradicated, vanished, disappeared when 1623. There is some conflict between the factor of scholars, which means Injo-Banjang. And at that time, Nammyeongji's disciple was failed to get the power, and they were all abolished from the central government power. And sometimes later, the scholars was divided in the two factors, like Eastern school and the Western schools, and also Eastern school was divided further, Northern school and the Southern schools. Nammyeongji's disciple was usually at the Northern schools, and some of his disciples also work at the Southern schools. And 18th centuries of Joseon dynasty, there is some establishment of a practical learning school during the later Joseon period. That means 18th period. The Jeong Ya-byung, Park Jae-ga, like this person. And this stream is down to the Hojun spirit of wealth. And this is the scheme of the whole story, from the Nammyeongji to spirit of wealth of Jishinjang Hojun. And owing to the this spirit of circumstances, there is the birth of the four great founders of companies. These four persons embraced the Western entrepreneurial spirit, basically. But the differences from the other founders of the other regions is they also accept the Alpha spirit. That means Nammyeongji's practical Confucianism and also spirit of wealth. there will be some curiosity. Joseon Dynasty or the Korea is everybody is under the atmosphere of the Confucianism atmosphere. Is that right? But there is some differences. These four persons, all four persons were from the family of Confucian scholars, and their family is very wealthy. In case of Lee Byung-chul and Gu In-hye is 2,000 sub, 2,000 sub of the wealth. And in case of He Man-jung and Cho Hong-jae, they have man sub, 10,000 sub. Sub is equivalent with 150 kilograms of rice. That means 150 kilograms of rice can feed one person for a year. So, 1만 석, 10,000 석 means 10,000 people can feed with 1만 석 in a year. This is a so big slug in wealthy point. You understand that 100 years ago, this is the era of traditional four classes of society: Samur and Sam, scholar, farmer, and artisan and merchant. In that atmosphere, big Confucian family, rich family, permit their children to start the merchant. This is very lowest levels of job. Why is it impossible? I believe their parents think this is not only the mere job. Your merchant, the goal of your merchant is ultimately not the money, not accumulating profit. You have used this one as method to help the people and to make your country richer. So they initiated the business to implement the spirit of patriotism and the love for people. This is a comparison with the companies from the Jinju and another companies from the other outside of the Jinju. In case of the four global companies, I explained it, patriotism and the love of the people. They started their business at the first with this principle of the management. But in case of this Hyundai and Daewoo, they did not start at first with the patriotism and the love of the people as their management principle. This is somewhat recently tendency. About 20 years ago, they adopted that kind of principle into their company's principle, and they are not the descendant of family Confucianism. From this, I explained what I have done after we are given the title of the Korea K-entrepreneurship, the Jinju. The first one is I transformed the Jinju Elementary School, remodeled this elementary school. This because this elementary school was closed 10 years ago when we got the title of K-entrepreneurship. And there is some broken windows, and the yard is full of the small herb, and the tree is some broken, some are dead. But after remodeling, this is transformed to the K-entrepreneurship training center and the exhibition hall. And it's, in the middle of the photo is the library of the K-entrepreneurship, which was once gymnasium of the elementary schools. And we trained the 2,000 CEO of the venture entrepreneurs last years during the 9 months, and there is a 36,000 person visit this Sunsan village. Before the remodeling the exhibition hall, there are less than 100 people visited that village. We made Sunsan Hanok, that means traditional style house hotel, and this is a guest house, Jitsunamyeong Jinchiga, and I tried to open the birthplace of entrepreneurs in Sunsan village, because they closed the door and they did not permit to come into the house at the time, and I tried to demand to open the door to the family of whole family, and now they are limited to open the door with the permission and the key, and we can open, enter, and take a side inside. And also we renew the infrastructure in the Sunsan village, and this is a parking lot, and this is a installation of a cultural heritage asset. And the Jeju City make a network with 15 institutions nationwide, and including the Gyeongsang Namdo Province, Gyeongsang University, Korea SMEs and the Startup Agency, Korea Land and Housing Corporation, the Korea Academic Society of Business Administration, the Federation of Korean Industry like this. And last July 10th, and this is exactly the anniversary of 5 years of Tiger K-entrepreneurship from the Kasaba, and we had the international forum on the subject of the capital of K-entrepreneurship. At the time, the forum was held for 3 days, and there are 1,000 people that attended at the forum. And at the time, Ayman Tarabish and Winslow Sargent, they also visited Jinju and joined the forum, and over than 140 person from the outside of Korea joined this forum, and totally 1,000 people joined this forum. And the next days of the main forum days, Johnson, the journal of Johnson showed up our event on their top page, and the third page is everything is about the K-entrepreneurship of Jinju Forum. And I had a chance to deliver a speech at the headquarters of the United Nations in New York in occasion of the MSME Days. And also I have a special I give a special lecture at the George Washington University, and the middle photo is the picture of the Ayman Tarabish's articles, which is co-written by Kim and Jun Oh and myself. This is the first article written in English about the Korean entrepreneurship. And also this is the first article issued on the journal of the, what is the name of the journal? The JS
Journal of Small Business Management.
Journal of Small Management Business. What is the number of impact of the
More than 7.5 now.
please speak loudly at the point.
More than 7.0. This which means that one of the best journal in the world.
We have another mission to spread this entrepreneurship inside of Korea and also outside of the Korea. And we are going to continue the education from CEOs of SMEs and venture companies, and also we expand the group of the people for the education, like elementary, middle, high school, and universities. And also we aim to incorporate the JinjuK entrepreneurship into the regular curriculum of the student. And another one big project is the establishment of the National History Museum of K Entrepreneurship. This museum will spotlight the past entrepreneurship spirit, but also this is assure the people to the next generation this splendid spirit. And finally, this is for the Korea's economics and people's life, enhancing the level of lives. And also we want to develop K entrepreneurship tourism that linking the three sides. The one is the Jitsu of Jinju for the birthplace of NG and GS founder. And the next one is Living Church birthplace in Uiyang, and the last one is Zhou Hong's birthplace in Hama. I suggested this tourism belt to the central government last December, and fortunately, this June, not this one, this June, the central government to exceed implement this tourism belt. Maybe next year, with the budget of the central government, this project will be proceeded. And there is one interesting legend about this rock. This rock is straight. It's like a rice cooking pot. We call it sopa-mi, and the legend has it that there will be some big rich person around this sopa-mi within radius of 8 kilometers, and the legend turned into the reality because we have 4 founders of the companies. And Uiyang-gun made some rich festival in these days, and this year is the 2nd anniversary of that festival, and there are so many people who want to be a rich person, and they attend that festivals. This is a closing of this presentation. I believe this is a new guided guide of this era, and we are confronting the inequality and climate changes and of course industrial revolution, and the people is very dread about losing the job as long as the development of the IT techniques, and this Jinju entrepreneurship, which is concentrated on the humanity and the value of the community. This will be the very helpful, and this is maybe assure the whole the people to make a good enterprise companies, and when they are running the companies, this principle of entrepreneurship will be very effective for the in these times. And another one is Jinju is the city of a miracle. This is a statement of from the chairman of the Jinju Entrepreneurship Foundation. His name is Zhang Su, and he mentioned the two miracles of Jinju. The first one is the city of Jinju. That means victory of war in Japan. And this is first through the first miracle we defend our country, and the second miracle is the birth of 4 global companies. They made a big development of economy in our country, and there will be the third miracle in the Jinju, I believe, confirmed. This one may be not just defending, not just developing our countries. This miracle at this time, the Korea, our country will be the role, the leading the country, dragging the whole world to the prosperity of the economy. In case of Jinju, I believe this will be turned into the reality through the industry of the aerospace, especially the industry of the flying car, which is called air advanced vehicle. And in 10 days, people said that this will be realized, actualized in the whole world. Maybe you can come into the from the Seoul to the Jinju, you can take on the AAV, and in 1 hour or 1 hour and a half, you will arrive at just next the door of my apartment. Okay, and the one thing I want to hope, this is the ultimate target of the Jinju policy, is to establish the number 1 AAV factory in Korea, and we do a lot of things with KAI. KAI means the Korea industry of aerospace, which is located just nearby the Jinju. We give that company the land, and that company established the factory for the AAV flying test bed. And someday, maybe next end of next year, that test bed will be finished, and they will use with the Lotus aircraft like a helicopter. And the next the test will be for the AAV, and the factory will be placed in the place of the test bed, I believe. At this time, there is no city is preparing the test bed for the AAV right now in Korea. Only the city of Jinju, my hometown, is preparing the test bed for the AAV, and we are awaiting the construction of the first number 1 factory of AAV in Korea. And if the factory is constructed in Jinju, and the size will be bigger and bigger with the times, and we may be leading the world in the domain of AAV. Okay. This is the end of my presentation. Please feel free to ask the question if you have some.
Thank you very much. Yeah. It was a so knowledgeable presentation from point of the foreigner's point of view. Actually, it is a little difficult to understand, but today is the only starting day to think about the Korean entrepreneurship, and then with all of us, we are going to spread, and we are going to start the origin of Korean entrepreneurship. So to summarize, he mentioned about the two miracles. The two miracles was already done only for Korea. So one miracle is starting for not only for Korea but also for the world. So then here a lot of the distinguished guests from the Seoul National University, the Professor Lee Gun. He was vice president of National Economic Advisory Council for Korean President some months ago, and then he and also Professor Han, who was the president of Korean Academic Society for Business Administration, correct? Okay. Actually, the leading professor for entrepreneurship from KAIST, Professor Bear. So the He Moon-myung, actually, who is the columnist for Korean entrepreneurs. So many people. So then, any question, comment for his presentation? So welcome. Actually, okay, then, yeah. So then here, actually, a lot of international delegate members from all over the world. So hopefully, Dr. Hafsa, actually, I invite you, Dr. Hafsa, for your speech. 이분이 말레이시아에 팀장이 있었는데, okay, Dr. Hafsa is not here. So anyone who can comment for Korean entrepreneurship presentation. Dr. Hafsa, nice to meet you here again. Okay.
Nice to meet you, Professor Kichan. Thank you very much, everyone. Very good morning. That was an amazing speech on K entrepreneurship. I learned a lot from the Jinju experience this morning, and the three miracles that was mentioned and as summarized by Professor Kichan is something that needs to be emulated by a lot of countries of the world, because the first miracle, as you rightly mentioned, is not just about defending the country, but it also was able to spur entrepreneurship in Jinju region that gives rise to 4 global giants. And that's something that is a big miracle to me. I'm not too sure whether there's any other part of the countries of the world that is able to create 4 giants in one province, as has been done by Jinju. And your second miracle that was mentioned earlier in developing the country is as a result of a very structured and a very organized ecosystem that Jinju has put in place, that is able to not just create the 4 giants, but able to spur small businesses as suppliers to those 4 giants. And that is very much a very big contribution by Jinju towards developing and creating more startups and more SMEs in the region. I would imagine that if this model is being replicated and emulated by other countries as well, we can see the birth and also the spurring of more of small businesses coming aboard. As we all acknowledge that more than 99% of businesses of the world is the creation of small businesses that are able to provide the endogenous growth to any economic development. And indeed, as we have seen, the recognition given by United Nations in having the micro, small, and medium enterprises International Day is what do you call it? It shows the way to pave the way for the SMEs to lead the world. In terms of numbers, I always say that small is the new big. Number one, in terms of numbers and percentage, 99% are SMEs. Number two, small businesses, micro, small and medium enterprises. In actual fact, they contribute more than 60%, 70% to the world's GDP. And also thirdly is the fact that it provides the biggest employment to the world. And henceforth, I think we shall and will never phase out the role of SMEs as the engine of growth in any economy of the world. So thank you very much for this opportunity. Congratulations to Professor Kichan and congratulations to the organizing team for organizing a very meaningful K Entrepreneurship Forum. Well done.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Hafsa. Thank you very much for encouraging us and giving very good question for the future. So next time, actually next year, we are going to have international forum in Korea, in Jinju. So you must come to Korea to have a presentation and give a speech for everybody. Actually,
Thank you.
one more and then he's going to answer. Actually, I wanted to ask Professor Lee. Actually, Professor Lee is one of the famous professor for innovation. So actually, he has some idea and a comment for everybody.
네, 교환 금리 서울대 임교수입니다. From Seoul National University. Very glad to listen to the excellent lecture by Mayor Cho. I learned a lot, especially about Namyoung Joshik's linked to this Jinju entrepreneurship. Actually, I was the president of International Society, which is in Germany, and I hosted the Schumpeter conference in Seoul in 2018. Also, I received the Schumpeter Prize from my Google Korean growth. Actually, Schumpeter has two visions. We call it Schumpeter 1 and Schumpeter 2. Schumpeter 1 is about entrepreneurship and individuals' activity creating new business and startups. But later, after Schumpeter become older, he is starting to talk about big business. So he has both startups and big business. We call Schumpeter 1 and 2. Korea is a perfect example of that, both of the two entrepreneurship styles. So today we learn about all big business. They used to be small companies early days, eventually become big business. And that's the essential aspect of Korean entrepreneurship. Not only SME, how to make them grow big. That's the important challenging part. And that's we have to do more studies. Actually, I talk about a lot about Korean economic growth and so on, but I didn't know that original K economic growth is in Jinju City. And it's very welcome. I'm very glad to know this. We can link this economic growth to small town in Korea. And that's amazing thing we can spread to the outside world. Thank you. Good, Mayor.
Thank you very much. So actually, I wanted to ask one more comment from Mexico. Mexico, Sylvia, are you there? Okay. Then from the Estonia, or then from France or Italy. Actually, I can ask somebody here. So, Antonio, are you there? Okay. Okay, then so then it's time to get the answer from the mayor about the question, comment, anything before you leave.
Maybe the first person's name is Colin Ho.
Yeah, please go.
Colin Ho from Malaysia, and thank you for your remarks.
And then Dr. Hafsa, 이분이 좀 이승장인데 여기 실력이 없어. Dr. Hafsa.
Okay. Mr. Dr. Hafsa, thank you for your mention about my presentation. And I also agree with you. The SME is very important because big ratio of the employee is on the SME company, and we need to some special method to spur them up to the bigger to the big company. And we have fortunately have some SME and venture spurring agency in Jinju city. That agency is nationwide levels, and they are in charging of the training at the JinjuK Entrepreneurship Training Center. And they 2,000 of CEOs of SME and venture company, they in charge of the training of them. Okay, and they teach them a lot of techniques. All of the countries at the 15 small branch office, but the center is in Jinju, and our entrepreneurship training center will be functioning the educating the technique, and more than techniques, there is a sprint, and that sprint is about the JinjuK entrepreneurship, and we are going to expand the number of the trainee for our training center. And next, Mr. Professor Li Gun mentioned about the 2 phases of the Schumpeter's theory, and you are right. The 4 founders start from the small market to the big company, and in these days, even at the Western society, the company is going to embracing the humanity and community value into their principle of management, because they want to be survived. Without that that principle of 2 values, nowadays the company cannot be survived. But in case of our founder, 4 giant founder, they started with 2 values from the start. So this is very important things, and this is the surprising point when Western countries people heard about our city's story. So this is very important, and JinjuK entrepreneurship is nowadays is not selective element. This is a compulsive element in every company nowadays.
Thank you very much. Then we are going to have 2 MOT, moment of truth. Actually, the time to have standing ovation for excellent presentation. Everyone, standing ovation. One more thing. PIC, what does it mean? Picture is everything. So then we are going to have the time to take a picture all together. Actually, please open your screen for the picture. So I want there. Could you open the video? Video on, please. Control. Video on, please. Yeah, control. With 김영필 교수님, 이동 Professor 박민준, who is the professor of Chinese University. 박 교수님 좀 한마디 해주세요. Actually, 어떻게 사진 어떻게 사진 찍어야 돼? 사진을 좀 내려서 하니까. 자, 우리 여성분들 나오세요. 그다음에 여성분들 다 이렇게. 자, 여성분들 여기 할 필요 없어요. 이방이 오케이, 여성분들 필요 없어요. 오케이, 됐습니다. Now, please open it. We are going to take a picture. Yeah. Okay.
예, 좋습니다. 자, 한번 봐주십시오. 이쪽으로. 예, 좋습니다. 저 촬영하겠습니다. 앞에 봐주십시오. 하나, 둘,
주세요.
이번에는 화이팅 한번 하겠습니다. 하나, 둘, 셋.
화이팅!
감사합니다.
대단하세요.
Can you hear me? No.
Kishan, I can hear you.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Kishan, I hear you.
You cannot hear.
Kishan, I hear you.
화면 꺼지면 알았네. 화면 꺼지면 알았네. 저 켤게요. 감사합니다. 됐습니다. 화면 꺼지면.
Okay. So, can you hear us now?
Kishan, I hear you.
You can hear.
Yes, Tim, we hear you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
From Estonia. Hello, can you hear us? You can give us your comment. You can just listen for
Can you say something?
Hello? I would you summarize what we discussed here for your comment?
I hear you guys. I hear you. I see a lot of commotion, which means a good thing.
Okay, then,
Yes, We hear you, Professor Kim. Hello, good morning. Good morning, Professor Kim. Good morning, how are you?
So Eric, nice to see you.
Good morning.
Okay. So I will give us some minutes for your comment.
Good morning, Chairman Kim, and of course, Dr. Torabishi and Dr. Winslow and everyone. Thank you for this opportunity to join all of you. I'm Eric from the Philippines. I'm a professor for entrepreneurship at the Asian Institute of Management. So looking forward again to engaging all of our ICSB family, especially those who are in South Korea. We joined you last July for the World Congress and looking forward again to join you again. Thank you very much, Chairman Kim.
Thank you very much. Okay. So then Cynthia, can you okay, Thank you very much for
Thank you, Ayman.
Yeah.
okay.
Thank you. Very excellent presentation. I really enjoyed the presentation. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay, I can hear you, but anyway, thanks for everything that you and morning, Laura. And I was very happy with a lot of persons I didn't know, but they become here one of our friends. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And I have to say that I'm really happy with what you have done with the school, the elementary school. That's very nice. Made my day.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Very good morning.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Very good morning to all of you.
So
Greetings from Bogor, Indonesia. I'm Delima, Dr. Delima. I'm from National Research and Innovation Agency. Very nice to meet you and very good presentation. And hopefully that it can be implemented in Indonesia and we can have a join together to enhancing the entrepreneurship in Indonesia and Korea. Thank you. Very good morning to all of you. Thank you, Professor Kim. Thank you all. Nice to meet you all. See you. Bye.
Thank you very much. And Mr. Ojon is going to give us greetings too.
Thank you very much. We all want to go to Indonesia next time to have another round of entrepreneurship forum there as well. Thank you very much. Thank you all for having participated in this forum. Thank you, Ayman. See you in
Baku.
Next month, actually. Yeah.
Next month, very soon.
Okay.
Take care.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, Kondro.
Hey, Professor Kim, next month in Indonesia, okay? In Jakarta and in Bogor, okay?
Okay, I will be there. Actually, so
Yes. Okay, this is good. And Ibu Banawati from Unpar, nice to meet you. We can help this kind of things, you know, the entrepreneurship forum in Bogor, Jakarta, or Bandung, okay? Nice to meet you. Okay. Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
We learn more.
Okay, yeah. So Banawati, okay.
Yeah, thank you, Professor Kichan. Hello, everybody. I'm Banawati from Parahyangan Catholic University, Indonesia. I'm also head of Center of SMEs Development at Parahyangan, and of course, member of ICSB. Kamsahamnida, Professor Kichan Kim, who invite me to these great sessions. We can learn from the origin of K-entrepreneurship. Kamsahamnida, Mr. Gyu Iljo, for sharing this great ideas. And I think for next year, Parahyangan Catholic University will create K-Entrepreneurship Center at my campus, and we can collaborate K-Entrepreneurship Center as a resourceful place for academician and business practices to learn, discuss, and disseminate all about K-entrepreneurship. I think for these ideas, we still need collaboration with you all to develop ideas in detail. Let's do it. Kamsahamnida.
Actually, I will deliver your excellent idea to the Jinju City for getting collaboration. Okay. So 우리 우리 변 교수님, 이화여대 교수님.
네, 안녕하세요. 네. Hello. My name is Lin Pyun. I'm an international business professor at Ewha Graduate School of International Studies. I'm greatly interested in innovation, and actually, I wasn't very aware, I have to confess, of the amazing history of Jinju, and I'm so enlightened by the mayor of Jinju today, and I like to be very much part of this conversation moving forward. I have a lot of interest in Indonesia. I have so many students from there and the vibrant economy. And today was so instructive and helpful, and I'm very grateful to meet you all and for the invitation given by Professor Ki-chan Kim. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So then Professor Dr. Koi, who is Vice President of Hanoi National University in Vietnam, is here. Professor Koi.
Yes, I can hear very well. Yeah.
Introduce
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Okay, very well, very well.
Yeah. So my name is Koi. I'm the director of the Vietnam National University. So I'm very glad that I was invited to join, and I hope that I can do anything for youth, and also I hope that we can organize this event at Vietnam National University, and I think we can how can I say, we can invite all of you come here in Vietnam. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kai.
Yes, thank you so much once again. Thank you, Professor Ki-chan Kim.
Great, thank you. Actually, I cannot hear you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Professor Kim Ki-chan, for inviting me for this great event. I'm Chandra. I'm from Jenderal Sudirman University and also from Human Entrepreneurial Marketing Center. Thank you very much, Professor Kim Ki-chan. Last year, he officially opened the Human Entrepreneurial Marketing Center in our university. And hello, good morning. Thank you very much, everyone. Looking forward to have a collaboration with all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pak Chandra, Mas Chandra.
Lima, selamat pagi, terima kasih.
Thank you.
Professor Bakyamjin, who is a professor of International University in the United States. Bakyamjin 교수님. So, actually, Jean Elizabeth. Okay, so then we are going to have Korean Entrepreneurship Forum every month. So that some of you are going to be speak, or some of you are going to be comment next time. So that today is the first day for Korean Entrepreneurship Forum. So hopefully we can meet all of you in Korea or in online next month. So that we are going to wrap up the Korean Entrepreneurship Forum today. Thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate all of you being with us. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay.
Bye-bye. Thank you, everyone.
Very good morning to all of you. Bye. See you next time.
Bye-bye.
very much.
See you either in Vietnam, Korea. Bye bye.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Bye.
Okay, bye bye.
Thank you so much.
앞에서 기억 다진 거예요.